Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 18th, and you have a very nice week this week. You start off with the Nine of Hearts. Nine of Hearts is a wish card, getting something that you want, getting something that you've been wishing for. It's pretty straightforward and simple. It's very similar to the Nine of Cups in the Tarot. Basically, they could practically be the same card. It's just a card of wishes, like I said. It can also represent return of energy, getting something back, and especially if we combine it with this, you have the Eight of Hearts coming up as well. So if you put the two cards together, it can definitely represent like more of a return of energy. I think really for you this week, it's not so much that you're getting something that you wish for, although you also have the Ace of Hearts, which is like another really great wish card, getting something that you want. But I think that I think you're going to see how you could have something that you want, or you at least kind of see the beginnings of something going on here with these cards. Next, you have the Fool card. This deck that I'm using has four of the major arcana from the Tarot in there, and the Fool being one of them. And the Fool is a great card. It's all about starting off on a new journey and things like that. But really, more importantly for me, the Fool is more about having that beginner's kind of luck, you could say, starting something new and being a beginner. This goes for anything. Could be a relationship, a business, job, new spiritual pursuits, whatever. And like, sometimes when we've done something for a very long period of time, it's like people who have been in like a business for a very long time, they can make very beginner mistakes a lot of times because they forget about all those beginner kind of things that all those basic skills and things. But this is you entering into something that you don't really know about a lot about, but you're kind of going at it with that beginner's mindset. So it's kind of actually more beneficial than having like a ton of experience. So if you're doing something this week that you don't have a ton of experience with, this card is kind of very beneficial for that. Next, you have the Eight of Hearts, which again is, like I said, that kind of like that return on energy, getting something that you want, getting something you deserve. This is also a card of socializing, getting together with people, meeting up with a lot of people. Can have to do with like business ventures and things like that, like even business type get-togethers or a business group meeting, things like that. And it would be very important for you to pay attention during that time because you could get a lot out of it. Eights are always like a return on energy, so you're always getting something actually out of whatever it is that you're doing. This can also represent relationships returning, things like that. So be on the lookout for anything along those lines. And next you have the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts is a very good card. Can represent fortune after difficulty, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time, maybe starting to see the beginnings of things. Aces are really about beginnings and transformations and starting over. So I feel like kind of like I said, even though usually the Nine of Hearts is a very complete card, it's again getting something you wish for and having that come in. Like I said on that Nine of Hearts, I think that you're just seeing the beginnings of it, and this Ace of Hearts really speaks to that as well. Kind of like seeing things starting to go your way, seeing the beginnings of things that you want. It's a really good card for those sorts of things. And finally, you have the Seven of Diamonds. So maybe still worrying a little bit about money with this card. There could be some money issues or just worrying about money, thinking about money, thinking you don't have enough money, and needing to figure out how to get that all together. Seven of Diamonds can also represent criticism as well. So you might be very sensitive to criticisms this week, especially with all these hearts cards, which can add a lot of emotion. And definitely the hearts cards you have here are very much tied to emotion. So you could be very emotional this week, and any sort of criticism could really hurt you. So this is about, trying to remember that you need to have a thick skin this week as well. But looks like a great week, even a great week for love. These aren't, to be honest, the hearts cards that are here, they're not necessarily amazing for trying to get a relationship. So if you don't have one, it's not necessarily that amazing of a week for love, to be honest. But if you are in a relationship, it is, they are good cards for that. So it looks pretty good. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.